Okay, welcome back to another blog, and this time it's evening, so there I am. I'm in my slumber and I am going to be totally relaxed about this subject. And somebody tweeted in the other day that they wanted to know why some people are born with an ability as mediumship or knowing. And it is a very straightforward question, and it's a lovely question because why are people different? You know, why are people born with such abilities which are psychic, and then some people aren't? So you've got the 5% of humanity who have a beautiful, beautiful gift, and the others aren't. It doesn't make anybody any different from anybody else. All it is that the people who might even have this gift do, growing up, as they are growing up, see it as a curse because it's not seen as a gift, especially if you're born into a family who have no idea that you're sensing, seeing or knowing certain things. And then you could be seen as a problem child. You could be seen as somebody who is making up something or being extremely awkward. So growing up, not everybody comes through a psychic lineage. That some people just do have what they have, and it's very hard for people around them, for their parents or their siblings or the family tree, to actually understand a child who is saying that they can see, they know, or blah blah blah, in which way or form. But on the other hand, if you've come into a family which has a family tree of psychic abilities, it's easier for you to actually fit in, to adapt this gift, to know what's going on. You've already got teachers in your family who understand what you're talking about because it's a completely different language. And, you know, the most beautiful thing is when you're born into a family which understand that you have an ability which is not, you know, there is no, let's say, book or there is no teacher for, and you can't go to school to learn it, is that they become your teachers, your family do. So they encourage it, they nourish it, they allow you to be who you are. But on the other hand, if you come into a family who haven't had this gift through the family tree, it's very, very difficult for that child if they're seeing spirits, if they're having, let's say, premonitions, or if they're knowing things, you know, or things are happening around them. It's very, very difficult because that child then suffers in silence. So there's two completely different spectrums here. But I'll talk about the people who are born with an ability and you know, how they adapt to it. The question once again is why are people born with what they have and some aren't? Okay, we all come in with our own blueprint. We all come in with our own natural gifts. Some of us are sportsmen, sportswomen, or some of us are psychics. Some of us are, let's say, academics. Some of us are just very good at different things. We're not all the same. Every human being is not exact blueprint of another one. We all have capabilities and we all have let's say, gifts of our own. So there's people I know who are very good singers. There are very good producers. I know people who are very good with cameras, hence the guy who's doing this shoot. So you have different people. Some people are very good at sports. Some people are very good at something else. So we're not all the same. We all have a muscle, a creative one, a logical one, or a physical one, or a paranormal one, which is stronger than the other, which is quite normal. So the 5% that are born with this gift, who are growing up through it, just are able to tap into a frequency which other people aren't. It is very much a radio frequency that is able to be changed. If you have this gift, can you switch it off? No, you can't. You can't switch this gift off. It won't just disappear. It won't just go into thin air and that's it. If you've got this, you've got this. Yes, what will happen is there could be periods in your life where it won't exist. It's dormant and it'll go away, but then it will come back, because if you have it, you have it and it's there. Mediums are people who are able to see spirits, who are able to communicate with them, to talk to them, are able to give you information on those people who have passed over. Is it a muscle? It is. Is it a frequency? Yes, it is. Is it the ability? Is it a muscle? Yes, it is. It's a muscle that's really trained, and it's trained early on. Yes, you might have forgotten about it and it comes back later on in your life, but it's going to always be there. So why are our psychics and people who know this stuff different? They're tapping into a different consciousness. They're using a different side of their brain. They're able to know or see things. People who can read auras, it's not reading, it's seeing. Your vision adapts. You know, it's like when you go to sleep in the dark, your vision adapts to the darkness and you can see in the dark. You know, it's the same thing with those who can see auras, the colours changing around humans and when they're talking and what happens in the energy field. And that is a adaptation of your eyesight. So you have those who see flashes of light, and flashes of light are like a pin drop of light, but they flash. It's very much like a firework. It's different ways of knowing or seeing things. So like anything, you have to be trained. There's some people who meditate on a regular basis to achieve that equilibrium, and what they're doing is training this muscle. Do you have to be disconnected from the outside world to have this gift? Yes and no. You can very much be a part of it. You don't have to go and hide in the caves and meditate on hours on end, 12 hours a day, because that is not possible. You can have a normal life and still be able to tap into this other world. All it requires is that you spend a lot of time by yourself. A lot of people who are have an ability tend to like to spend a lot of their time alone. They like to be in their own company and are introverts, which is nothing wrong with that, because they'd rather be in that energy of the other worlds than the earth world. Mediums, is it a gift or is it not a gift? Yes, it is, and no, it isn't, because there's two types of spirits. You have the really nice spirits who have passed over, who are fantastic, and then you have the other ones that haven't passed over, who are earthbound. And you've got to understand, just because somebody passes over or has left their earthly body, it doesn't change their personality. The only time the personality changes or the way they see things change is the ones who've gone over to the other side. But the ones that are left on earth, who have decided to haunt or be ghosts or become earthbound, their personalities don't change, their habits don't change, their addictions don't change. So as a medium, if you're encountering spirits of that sort, you're still dealing with that. You're dealing with human beings and the other side of stuff. So it can, yes, do you have a break from it? No, you don't. You're switched on 24/7. You're constantly switched on. There's certain places that a lot of mediums or psychics can't go to because they sense energy very strongly, and it can be negative energy. So it's not an easy life for anybody who has a psychic ability. It's not something that they think is amazing and it's great. I mean, it all comes down very much to spiritual hygiene. It's how they conduct themselves, how they are in public, which type of people they liaise with. They will love to have positive people around them, people that have, let's say, a good standing. And also it comes down to regular upkeep of themselves, so they're not actually attracting the wrong sorts of spirits around them. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to these blogs so you can get up-to-date information. Follow me on Twitter at Jas Bassi Online. My Facebook page is Jas Bassi 8, and if you have any questions, it's #JB Video Blog. Thank you for following. God bless. Take care.